Imagine traveling through time. We're going back to the days of the British Raj before 1947. Back then, Kashmir had a railway. It ran from Jammu to Sialkot, a distance of about 43 kilometers. The track was broad gauge, just like many of India's main lines today. This railway was the vision of Maharaja Pratap Singh, a ruler of Jammu and Kashmir. He wanted to connect his kingdom and boost trade. The journey took about 90 minutes. People could travel for business or to see family. It was a lifeline for many. This old railway line is gone now, but it's important to remember it. It shows that railways have a long history in Kashmir. The desire to connect this region to the rest of India is not new. It's a story that goes back more than a century. We must learn from the past as we build for the future. 1947. India gained independence. But it was a time of great upheaval. The country was partitioned. India and Pakistan were born. This event had huge consequences for the railway in Kashmir. The old Jammu-Sialkot line was cut. Sialkot became part of Pakistan. The trains stopped running. The iron link between Jammu and the rest of India was severed. This was a major blow. People on both sides of the new border felt the impact. Families were divided. Trade was disrupted. The railway, once a symbol of connection, now represented separation. The loss of this railway was a tragedy, but it also set the stage for a new chapter in Kashmir's railway history. A chapter about determination, engineering skills, and the desire to rebuild what was lost. After the partition, Jammu was cut off from the Indian railway network. Something had to be done. India started working on a new rail link, the Pathankot-Jammu line. This was no easy task. The terrain was difficult. There were hills and rivers to cross. It took years of hard work and planning, but finally in 1972, the line was completed. The first train to use the line was a freight train. It carried goods and supplies. A few months later, passenger service began. The Srinagar Express, later renamed the Jhelum Express, started running on the line. The Pathankot-Jammu line was a major achievement. It reconnected Jammu to the rest of India by rail. But the story didn't end there. The dream was to extend the railway further north, into the heart of Kashmir. The dream of a railway to Srinagar, the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir, had always been alive. In 1994, the idea took a concrete shape with the announcement of the Udhampur-Srinagar-Baramula Rail Link Project, or USBRL. The USBRL was ambitious. It aimed to lay down 272 kilometers of railway track through some of the most challenging terrains imaginable. This was not just about laying tracks, it was about conquering the mighty Himalayas. The project was declared a national project in 2002, highlighting its importance. But challenges were immense. The estimated cost was a staggering 37,012 crore rupees. The project was divided into 4 sections, with the Katra-Banihal section being the most daunting. Despite the hurdles, the dream lived on. The USBRL was not just an infrastructure project, it was a symbol of national integration and progress. Building a railway line through the Himalayas is like wrestling a mountain. And honestly, the USBRL project involved a lot of wrestling. The terrain demanded ingenious engineering solutions, especially in the Katra-Banihal section. This section, spanning 111 kilometers, is a testament to human endeavor. Imagine this. 97 kilometers of this section run through tunnels. That's almost the entire length underground. The project involved the construction of 35 major tunnels in total, including escape tunnels for safety. The tunnels had to be carved through solid rock, demanding precision and meticulous planning. But, tunnels weren't the only challenge. The railway also had to cross deep gorges and raging rivers. This is where the bridges came in, each one a masterpiece of engineering. The USBRL is honestly a project of many firsts for India. And 2 bridges really stand out as shining examples of its engineering prowess. The Chenab Bridge and the Anjikad Bridge. The Chenab Bridge is an absolute beast. Standing tall at a height of 359 meters above the riverbed, it's actually the world's highest railway bridge. Imagine looking down from a height taller than the Eiffel Tower. This bridge, stretching over 1.3 kilometers, is not just about height. It's built to withstand winds of up to 266 kilometers per hour and even earthquakes. Talk about standing strong. Then there's the Anjikad Bridge. a cable-stayed marvel. At a height of 193 meters, it's held up by 96 cables, showcasing a delicate balance of strength and elegance. These bridges are not just feats of engineering, they are symbols of human ambition and ingenuity. After years of tireless work and dedication, the impossible was achieved. The USBRL project with all its tunnels and bridges was finally completed. In January 2025, the entire line became operational. The impact was immediate. The travel time between Jammu and Srinagar, which used to be a tiring 6 to 7 hours by road, was slashed to a mere 3 to 4 hours by train. And it wasn't just about speed. The Vande Bharat Express, India's own semi-high-speed train, made its grand entry into Kashmir. Passengers could now enjoy a comfortable and scenic journey with modern amenities like air conditioning and heating. The railway really brought people closer. It opened up new opportunities for tourism and trade. The dream of a seamless connection between Kashmir and the rest of India had finally been realized. The arrival of the railway in Kashmir was greeted with joy and hope. It promised economic growth and better connectivity. Tourists flocked to experience the beauty of Kashmir, now easily accessible. The railway also opened up new markets for Kashmiri products, boosting local businesses. Farmers could transport their produce faster and fresher to other parts of the country. However, not everyone was thrilled. In Jammu, traders worried about losing business as goods could now be transported directly to Srinagar. Some locals feared a change in the cultural landscape with increased tourism. The concerns were real and needed to be addressed. The government had to ensure that the benefits of the railway reached all sections of society while also preserving the unique culture and environment of the region. The completion of the USBRL is not, the end of the story, it's just the beginning of a new chapter in the railway history of Kashmir. There are plans to extend the network and connect more areas. Surveys are already underway for a new line from Baramula to Kupwara, further north in Kashmir. This new line will bring the benefits of the railway to more remote areas, boosting connectivity and development. The future also holds the promise of improved services and increased capacity on existing lines. The railway authorities are working towards introducing more trains and upgrading infrastructure. The story of the Kashmir Railway is a testament to human courage,